Hello and welcome to Guns and Gear. And first I'd like to say Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a wonderful time last night. I hope you're not paying too big of a price today. But at any rate, I thought I would make a quick video and maybe reflect a little bit about 2010 and tell you some of the things I'm looking forward to in 2011 and resolutions and things of that nature. At any rate, my reflection on 2010 has to be one of the years that I bought the least amount of guns and gear, but mainly that was because of my daughter's wedding, and man, that was a great event and I enjoyed myself. And you know, of course, I started making YouTube videos, which I've thoroughly enjoyed, and so Sarge is letting somebody know that they are not allowed to walk on the sidewalk in front of our home. At any rate, resolutions. You know, every time the conversation of New Year's resolutions comes up, I think of when we first came to Virginia. I think of my 8th grade class English teacher had given us an assignment. We were going to have an oral report on our New Year's resolutions and how we intended to accomplish them. And we all got up there and we had our New Year's resolutions, and this one kid, he gets up there and he had a very strong Russian accent. He'd only been in the country for a couple of years now. Now this was back in the 70s, in the midst of the Cold War and all this stuff, you know, and Russia did not allow their citizens to move. Okay, now I'm not sure how him and his family got to the country. Never really talked about it. I don't know if it was political asylum or what, but anyway, he was an American citizen now. And he talked about the New Year's resolution basically as a new opportunity, just like the new opportunity that he and his family enjoyed in coming to the United States. And that always kind of resonated with me, and it always helped me keep things in perspective. We all make New Year's resolutions. Maybe it's to lose 10 pounds, maybe it's something kind of trivial. Maybe it's something kind of important, like quitting smoking or quitting drinking or something of that nature. But that story always resonated with me, and I thought I would share that with you guys. The new year is a new opportunity, and so let's make the best of it, right? My New Year's resolution is to be nicer to folks. You know, when I was a young man, of course, I was hot-tempered, and that was my biggest weakness by far, and it took me a long time to learn to control that. And one of the things or one of the ways you could describe me as being reactionary. And I noticed that a lot with people. Folks are reactionary. You know, it's like here on YouTube, if you write down a negative comment, you're going to get another negative comment. Okay? If you do something, if you cut someone off, they're going to cuss and scream and flip you the finger and all that good stuff. Well, let's just try to be nicer to folks. Doesn't cost anything. Okay? Doesn't hurt. You don't have to get up at 5 in the morning or jog or do sit-ups and push-ups or anything of that nature. Just be nicer to folks. Okay? That's my New Year's resolution. Thought I would share that with you. And along with that, and along with the reactionary things I was just talking about, share with you some tips or advice that my father used to share with me. Every year before school, my dad would sit me down. He gave me just about the same speech. He was obviously rather proud of it. Excuse me. As you see, quitting chewing is not one of my resolutions. He would sit there and he would look at me and say, "Boy, you may not be the smartest kid in that school, but you can be the best behaved. Don't ever let me go to that school over you." Now, my father was a man of his word, and when that day came and he had to go to school over me, he tore me up like I'll never forget. At any rate, along with that, he gave me a piece of advice, and that was, you can't control what other people say or do, but you are in complete control of what you say or do. Okay? So it took me several decades to realize the soundness of that advice. That was good advice. And just recently I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and he was struggling over making a decision, and he wanted to do the right thing, but he was struggling in what that was and how to get there. And I shared that piece of advice with him, and it seemed to have helped him, so I thought I would share that with you guys. You know, it's easy to leave a negative comment, and actually what that usually does is someone reacts to it and leaves another negative comment. Well, or make a negative video, or whatever the case may be. The only thing I suggest is, hey, you're in control of what you say and what you do. So think about that. Alright folks, that's the end of my video. I appreciate it. I hope all you folks are having a wonderful day, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful 2011. Hey man, I'm excited about this year. I happen to be alive during the centennial of the 1911, and I'm excited about that. So with that, I'd like to say, always remember to shoot straight on the range and in life. Thanks.